Cruise Show. Richard with you from Vision Cruise with a very special programme indeed. As for today, we're going to be talking about Princess Cruises' world cruise on board the Sea Princess, enjoying 106 nights on board in 2020. Now, I'll be telling you all about the full world cruise and also about the segments that we can break down as well. But if you want to get in touch with us here at Vision Cruise, it's very simple. You can always give us a call. It's a toll-free number, 1300 13 17 13. That's toll-free 1300 13 17 13. You can always email us. We love to receive your emails at studio@visioncruise.com.au. And if you want to send your pictures there, we do love to receive those as well. Now, you can find us on Facebook. Just look for Vision Cruise Oz on there. Give us a like, give us a follow on there too, and you can find out all the latest cruise news and some exclusive offers. And we're also on Twitter as well. You can share your cruise pictures with us on there, which is visioncruise_AU if you want to follow us. And you can find everything on our website, which is at visioncruise.com.au if you want any more information on that one. So we're going to be heading away with Princess Cruises, and we're going to be on board the Sea Princess, enjoying this itinerary we've got lined up for you now. It really is an event of an itinerary. We're going to start off with our first world cruise sector, which is going to be from Sydney to Dubai. But let's have a look at what life is like on board with Princess Cruises. Now, this is giving you a flavour of what you can experience. When you're on board the Sea Princess, you can enjoy traditional dining. You can enjoy some speciality dining in the Sterling Steakhouse. There is a library with over 2,000 books on board. You can enjoy movies under the stars. There's the Sanctuary, which is the adult-only retreat. There is, of course, the Lotus Spa, the fitness centre, and the pools and the hot tubs for you to enjoy. Now, the first segment we've got for you as well, we're going to be enjoying 22 nights away, so you're going to have plenty of time to enjoy what the Sea Princess has to offer. So we're going to start off with our first segment. This is from Sydney to Dubai on the 12th of May 2020, and it's for 22 nights. So we're going to get you on board in Sydney. We're going to cruise out on board the Sea Princess, and we're off to Brisbane, will be our first port of call here. You've got the beautiful 19th century sandstone buildings here that you can enjoy. We're then going to be cruising you on after Brisbane, off to the Komodo Islands now. Komodo really is great to go and explore there. Great for swimming and snorkeling too. We're then going to be cruising you on to our next port of call, which is going to be Singapore. Now, here you can go visit maybe the Singapore Zoo or the Jurong Bird Park if you want to. Maybe enjoy a Singapore sling whilst you're there as well in Raffles Hotel if you want to do that. Give us a call and we can quote you separately. We're then on to our next port of call, which is Colombo. You can go and try some of the beautiful dishes here. The cuisine is amazing here. We're then going to be cruising you on to Muscat, is our next port of call. You've got the Grand Mosque here as well that you can go and explore too, in the crystal clear blue waters. We're then going to be cruising you into our next port of call. We're into Dubai. Here you've got so much going on. You've got the Burj Khalifa there as well. And then after that, we are then going to be flying you then back to Sydney. So we're going to cruise from Sydney to Dubai, and then we've included a flight back to Sydney from Dubai. Now, we've got inside rooms starting from just $4,115 per person. Let's have a look at those details once again. So that price I gave you of $4,115 per person is based on a twin share on an interior room. If you want to enjoy an ocean view stateroom on a twin share, that's from just $5,289 per person, and your twin balcony is from just $6,959 per person. Now, with this one, we're going to give you $100 per person for you to spend however you want on board the Sea Princess. It could go towards some spa treatments maybe, it could go towards your onboard bill, some speciality dining. So the first segment we've got for you is from Sydney to Dubai. It's a 22-night holiday on the 12th of May. We're going to cruise out to Sydney, cruise you into Dubai, and we've included a flight back from Dubai to Sydney included in those prices you see on screen there. If you want a different flight, maybe a different airport, give us a call and we can quote you separately on that toll-free number, which is 1300 13 17 13. Let's get you away now with our next segment, and this is going to be from Dubai, and we're going to be taking you to Dover, the port for London. So it's a 29-night holiday, this one, and let's have a look once again on board what you can experience with Princess Cruises. Now, what I really love about Princess Cruises is you can come back new from your holiday from the dazzling entertainment, the exquisite dining, the facilities on board that you can enjoy, and of course, all of these ports of call that we're going to be visiting here. Now, this is a 29 29-night holiday. We've included, once again, your flights. These are based from Sydney. If you want a different airport, give us a call and we can quote you entirely separately for that one as well. There's an enrichment program on board with Princess Cruises where you can try new things. You can maybe do wine tasting, you can do dancing as well if you want to have a go at that. These are some of those specialty restaurants that you can enjoy there. You've got the Sterling Steakhouse that you can visit if you want to do that. You can burn off some of those calories in the onboard fitness centre and maybe enjoy a relaxing massage in the Lotus Spa on board as well. So we're going to be taking you here away for 29 nights now on the 3rd of June 2020. We're going to start off by flying you from Sydney out to Dubai. Now when you get to Dubai, that's where we're going to get you on board the Sea Princess, and that's where we're going to start this segment of our adventure. We're going to cruise off and we're off to our first port of call here. This is the port we can go to Petra. You can go and enjoy the beautiful tombs here of the ancient rulers. We're then going to be cruising you on to our next destination. We're going through the Suez Canal. You're going to go scenic cruising here from the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea, and that really is stunning. Then it's on to our next port of call. We're over into Europe now, into Greece and onto Santorini here. Go and enjoy some of the authentic Mediterranean cuisine here at a clifftop cafe and have views all around. We'll then be cruising you on to Croatia is our next port of call. You've got the famous cathedral here in Šibenik here, which is UNESCO World Heritage Site. Then we're cruising you up the coast and we're into Venice in Italy here. Maybe take a gondola ride if you want to go and do that, which is really great. One of the 8th cruise wonders of the world. We'll then cruise you into Malta. This is where you can go to Valletta, go and see St. John's Cathedral here, one of the finest cathedrals in the world. Then we're cruising you on to Civitavecchia. This is the port for Rome. We can go and see the Eternal City, maybe go and visit the Trevi Fountain there. This is great if you've got friends that are living or family that live in Europe. You can go and visit them. We're then on to Cannes is our next port of call. This is where they have the famous film festival there. Well, then we're cruising you on to Barcelona is our next destination here. When you get to Barcelona, you've got the Gothic Quarter there. Maybe walk down Las Ramblas and go and see some of the street entertainment. Then it's on to Ceuta is our next port of call here. Spanish Morocco we're going to be cruising into there for the day. We're then going to cruise you into Lisbon, into Portugal. You'll pass the Belém Tower. You'll see the Alfama district, which is beautiful to have a walk around, maybe try some of the local custard cakes. Then we're going to be cruising you into Cork is our next port of call. We're actually cruising you into Cobh, where you can head to Cork for the day. Maybe go to the Blarney Castle if you want to go and do that. Yeah, give us a call or we can quote you separately. We're then going to be cruising you into Dover. You'll see the White Cliffs as we arrive into Dover. And then, of course, this is the port for London if you wanted to head there. And then we're going to be flying you back to Australia. Wow, what a holiday this is. And we've got prices starting from just $7,739 per person. Let's have a look at those details once again. So this is an amazing 29-night holiday we've got lined up for you. We're going to include your flights from Sydney out to Dubai, and then we've got those flights from England back to Sydney as well. If you want a different airport around Australia, give us a call and we can quote you separately. If you wanted to add a couple of nights in Dubai maybe, or maybe had a city break in London at the end of the holiday, do give us a call and we can quote you separately on that one. This is heading away on the 3rd of June. It's for an impressive 29 nights. Once again, we're giving you then that $100 per person on board credit, which you can use to spend however you want on board Sea Princess. So if you want any more information, all you have to do is pick up the phone and give us a call on that toll-free number, which is 1300 13 17 13. And our cruise experts here at Vision Cruise can sort that out for you. If you want any more information, don't delay, book it today. Give us a call for more details right now. So we've got another sector lined up for you now. You've heard about those two sectors. We can put those together and we can do Sydney to London this time round. This is the port for Dover. So this is a 51-night holiday. We're visiting all those ports that we've featured once again. It's heading away on the 12th of May for 51 nights. You can see the prices there on screen. If you want to get on board, we've got on this one, your onboard spends $400 per person on board spends. And that one is taking you from Sydney to Brisbane, Komodo Island, Singapore, Colombo, Muscat, Dubai. Then we're off to Petra, then we're through the Suez Canal to Santorini, Šibenik, Venice, Valletta, Rome, then we're on to Cannes, Barcelona, Ceuta, Lisbon, Cork in Southern Ireland, and then we are into Dover, which you could head to London if you wanted to do that. If you want to do that, give us a call on that number at the bottom of the screen. That's toll-free 1300 13 17 13. That's toll-free 1300 13 17 13, or do check out the website for more details at visioncruise.com.au. So let's get you away now on another sector of the world cruise, and we've got, with this one, we're going to be taking you from Dover to New York. It's on the 2nd of July 2020 for 19 nights. Now this is the sanctuary on top deck here that you can experience when you are on board Sea Princess, carrying around about 2,000 passengers on board the Sea Princess. Plenty of places for you to relax and enjoy the entertainment. That's the big screen on top deck that shows movies under the stars of an evening. And just think, as we're cruising around the world, you can be sat on top deck there, maybe enjoying a cocktail, watching a movie under the stars. Now, these are some of the different dining options that you can enjoy on board with Princess Cruises. The pictures you're seeing here are giving you a flavour of what 5-star cruising with Princess Cruises is all about. Facilities do vary depending on ship. So this is a 19-night holiday on the 2nd of July 2020. We're going to start off by flying you from Sydney over to London, and that is where we're going to begin our adventure in Dover. That's where we're going to get you on board the Sea Princess. There you'll cruise out of Dover, and you've got the white cliffs there that you'll see as we sail out. We're then going to be cruising you up into Norway, and we're off to Bergen then is our first port of call in the beautiful Norwegian fjords. You've got the funicular railway here, all those colourful houses there all around the coastline. We'll then cruise on to Helleselt is our next port of call here. Maybe take a trip to the Briksdal Glacier. You can do that from here if you wanted to do that. We're then going to be cruising you up then to the Arctic Circle and to Tromsø. Here you can go visit the stunning Arctic Cathedral where the midnight sun is welcomed of an evening. We're then on to Honningsvåg is our next port of call. This is where the port for the North Cape here as well. Look at some of the breathtaking scenery you can be enjoying in this part of the world. Then we're on to the Gravdal as our next port of call here. You've got the Viking Museum here as well, and the quaint town of Svolvær, which is well worth visiting. Then we're on to Iceland then, and to Akureyri is our next port of call. You can visit the Godafoss waterfall, known as the Waterfall of the Gods. Then we're cruising on to Ísafjörður is our next port of call here. Go and enjoy some of Iceland's oldest and best preserved buildings. Then it's on to Reykjavik is our next port of call here. You've got the Blue Lagoon here, the stunning outdoor geothermal spa. Then we're going to be cruising you over to Canada and to Halifax. You can go and enjoy here maybe Peggy's Point Lighthouse or Peggy's Cove there as well. That's well worth visiting. Then we're going to be cruising you into New York. This is where we're going to arrive here into New York as well, and the sail into New York really is stunning too. That's where we're then going to be taking you from the Sea Princess to the airport and then flying you back into Sydney. With this one, we've got prices starting from just $4,409 per person. Should we have a look at those details to give you a reminder? That price I quoted you is based on a twin inside. We're going to give you the price as well for the ocean view and the balcony if you want to enjoy those. With this one, we're going to give you $100 per person on board spends for you to spend however you want on board Sea Princess. So for this one, we've included your flights out from Australia. This is based on Sydney flights out to the UK. We're going to join the ship in Dover. We're going to cruise out to Bergen in Norway, then to Helleselt, then it's on to Tromsø in Norway, then we're into Honningsvåg, then we're into Gravdal, then we're cruising over to Iceland. We've got Akureyri, Ísafjörður and Reykjavik. Then we're cruising over to Canada to Halifax, and then we're cruising you into New York, and that's where your holiday will come to an end after your 19 nights on board Sea Princess. And what I love about these sectors of the world cruise, if you maybe can't do the full world cruise, the 106 nights, what a great way to see the world than to enjoy one of these sectors. Now, the next sector we've got for you, this is sort of the last part of the world cruise now, taking you from New York to Sydney. It's a 36-night holiday, and we're going to start off by flying you from Sydney out to New York. I mean, New York really is a breathtaking city, the city that never sleeps. You'll be able to see sights like this as well, the skyline of the skyscrapers there. You saw the Statue of Liberty there. You'll sail past to that. You'll sail past that as well. Now, the holiday is going to start off with an overnight in New York as well, which I think really is great. So you can really experience Times Square like you saw just there. You can enjoy New York of an evening as well, and you can enjoy all of those facilities too. So this is a 36-night holiday on the 21st of July 2020. We're going to start off by flying you from Sydney over to New York. When we get you to New York, I have got that overnight stay, as I mentioned just before as well. Maybe take a trip to Central Park or Rockefeller Center. We're then going to be cruising you over to Miami is our next port of call here. You can go and enjoy plenty of action here. You've got South Beach maybe, or go and explore the natural wonders of the Everglades. If you want to add on any excursions, give our team a call and we can quote you separately. Cartagena is our next port of call in Colombia. You've got the Spanish influences you can see here as well with the old city walls. Colon is our next port of call here as well. We're going Panama Scenic Canal cruising now as well, which is fantastic there. It really is great. Be on top deck of the Sea Princess to see that. We're then cruising you on to Manta is our next port of call here. This is for Ecuador. You go here, go and check out the post office. Send yourself a letter from the middle of the earth. Then we're on to Peru is our next destination here as well. You've got the markets here that you can go and experience. Then we're on to our next port of call here. We're still in Peru here as well. You've got the birds, the fish, the llamas, the jaguar and the monkeys, and the wildlife sanctuaries there are stunning. Then we're cruising you on to Easter Island is our next port of call. We're into Chile now as well. You've got so much you can go and see here. It really has a fascinating history there. Then we're going to be cruising you on through our next destination. Here you've got so much going on here. We are into Adamstown here. Look at this as well. And this is what you'll see as we sail in. Then we're cruising you on to our next port of call here. You can see here Papeete. Wow, look at the breathtaking scenery you can see there. Maybe relax on the beach for the day. Then we're going to be cruising you on to our next port of call. This is all French Polynesia here as well. You've got the locals fishing there. You can go and see them and go and join in as well. They're great fun. Then it's cruising you on to Auckland is our next port of call. We're into New Zealand here as well. You've got so much going on there. Maybe enjoy some of the beautiful shopping opportunities there. Then we're going to be cruising you back into Sydney. Wow, we've got prices starting from just $8,525 per person. Let's have a look at those details once again. And I mean, what an amazing holiday this was. All those ports we were taking you to. Cruising you from New York to Sydney. This is a 36-night holiday. We were visiting some great ports of call. We were off to Miami in the United States. We were off to Colombia. We were going through the Panama Canal there, which is gorgeous to go and see that full-day transit. Then we're on to Ecuador to Manta, then it's on to Peru, then we'll cruise you on to Easter Island in Chile, then we've got Pitcairn Island, the British Overseas Territory Scenic Cruising. You'll be able to hear commentary on the unique place in history as we cruise around here. You've got French Polynesia next that we're going to be visiting, then it's into New Zealand to Auckland, and then cruising you into Sydney. Now if you wanted to add in flights from a different airport then to Sydney, give our team a call on that number at the bottom of the screen. It's toll free 1300 13 17 13, and we can help you out with that one if you want to do that. So let's get away on our next itinerary now. This is a slightly longer one. We are taking you from Dover to Sydney this time round. We've on the places that we've been featuring already. It's a 55-night holiday heading away on the 2nd of July 2020, with prices starting from $13,425 per person. Now this is taking you from Dover in England, of course. We're going to be visiting Bergen in Norway, Halesult, Tromsø. Then we're off to the North Cape to Honningsvåg, the Lofton Islands to Gravdal, then it's on to Iceland to Akuri, Isafjord, Reykjavik, then we're on to Halifax in Canada, New York, we've got Miami, Cartagena in Colombia, Panama Canal Scenic Cruising, then it's on to Ecuador, Peru, then we're going to visit Easter Island in Chile, Pitcairn Island, where we're going scenic cruising there, then we're off to French Polynesia, cruising into Auckland, and then into Sydney. Wow, if you book this one, our 55 nights, we will give you $400 per person on board spends. Wow, what an amazing price that is as well. And that on board spends is Australia dollars too. And if you want to do the full itinerary, the 106 nights, let's give you the prices for that one. This is the full world cruise here. You can see the prices on screen. This is 106 nights round trip from Sydney. We're going to be covering 33,000 nautical miles, visiting 27 countries, 40 destinations. We've got over 20 UNESCO World Heritage sites. We're going to have 13 late night calls with overnight stays in Dubai, Venice, New York. We're going to be visiting 6 continents, North America, South America, Australia, Africa, Asia and Europe. We're going to cross the equator 2 times, and we've got all that included for you for that price that you see on screen there. If you book this one, we will give you $1,000 per person on board spends. Now, these prices, you can find full details of them by going to the website visioncruise.com.au or by giving our team a call on that number at the bottom of the screen. If you want a recap of any of that full world cruise of 106 nights or any of those sectors that we featured as well, do give our team a call. Let them know about the 2020 world cruise on board the Sea Princess with Princess Cruises, and they can go through all of the options with you. And if you wanted to add in some stays as well in some of the fly cruise, the sectors before or after the holiday, again, our team can do that for you. All you have to do is give us a call on that toll-free number 1300 13 17 13. Well, we have been everywhere today, haven't we? We've literally taken you around the world. It may seem a long way away, 2020, but prices and availability will sell out. If you want to get on board, give us a call. Bye-bye for now. I'll see you soon.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.